Congratulations, you're now an Odyssey student. This will be a whole new learning experience. And we know it may be a little overwhelming at first, but this orientation video will help you get off to a great start. And there will be lots of people here to help you along the way. Feel free to pause the video anytime if you need to take notes or replay. I am Mrs. Walters, the middle school counselor, and I deal with all things academic. So if you have questions about Moodle, about your class schedule, credits, summer school, getting ready for high school, even college and career, those questions can be directed to me.
Hello, I'm Ms. Jones, the Family Advocate and School Social Worker here at Odyssey Charter School for the kindergarten through 8th grade. I'll be assisting you with any of your non-academic needs. First and foremost is your financial need. If you are in financial need, please feel free to call and schedule an appointment to meet with me or email me, as we have many resources for you to take advantage of here at Odyssey. Psychological and emotional needs is also an area that I am able to provide support for families. Within reason, we are able to assist your student by making reasonable accommodations that will help make them more successful here. I also have a nutritional assistance program. If your student qualifies, they'll be able to take a small snack bag home each week following their class day. I do have a limited number of spots available in this program, so if it's something that you're interested in, please contact me as soon as you can. Attendance is so important here at Odyssey. In just a moment, Ms. Walters will explain a little bit more about how the attendance procedures work so that you are informed. If you are absent 2 times, I will make a phone call home just to have some communication between the parent and the school, making sure there's nothing we're able to assist you with in getting the child here to school on time regularly. After 3 absences, I will request that you come in and have a required parent conference. As I said, it is so important to your student's success that they be here that 1 day a week. I also am able to make home visits and assist in family conflict resolution. Here at Odyssey, it's so important for us that you know we're not just here for your student academically. We're here for them in a number of different ways. These are just 2 of the ways in which we're able to support your family above and beyond their academics. If you look inside of your folder, there should be a sheet that looks similar to this. On the bottom should be the contact information for both myself and Ms. Walters. Before we get into all of your class information, there are 2 fun facts you should know. The first one is that we have a student council. It's such a great way for your student to fulfill their social needs, and it's a lot of fun. We play games, we take trips like bowling, we promote the upcoming school events, and we learn leadership skills. If your student is interested, meetings usually take place 2 Fridays out of each month from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Please email me or call for the next meeting date. The second really fun announcement is that we have school events here. School events are a blast. We have events all year long where your student can come out, make friends, and keep their Odyssey spirit up. We have everything from a talent show to a Valentine's Day dance. We have skate nights and a trunk or treat. These events will be announced periodically throughout the year, so keep your ears open.
Parent involvement is a vital aspect of our model. First and foremost, parents, we need to make sure that your child is here every week consistently on their class day. Your class day is listed as the first class on the schedule you are given. Keep in mind, being a hybrid school, that when you come to school a half day a week, it is counted with the state as 5 days of school attendance. Now, the flip side is true as well. If you miss that half day during your week, it is counted as 5 absences. Those add up very quickly, and so after 3 absences, that will trigger an RPC so that we can problem solve and come up with a solution for better attendance. We know that there are emergencies that come up now and then. If your child wakes up and they're throwing up or have a fever and are sick, they don't need to be at school. We don't want them at school. We just would like you to do one of 2 things. If you're able to, you do have 3 emergency makeup days that you can schedule a different day, class day, for your child to come in. So if you're scheduled on a Tuesday and they wake up sick, you could reschedule for a Thursday or a Friday class. You do need to call Miss Esther in the front office, and let her know so that she can check and see if there's availability in that class. And she'll get you on the makeup list so you know that when they come in, they're expecting you. If you are not able to attend it all that week, there is a magnet in your folder, and it explains how to email Miss Esther, who is in charge of attendance, and let her know why your child is out so that we can excuse that absence. Middle School Lab is one of the best resources we offer our students. It's staffed by our middle school teachers, and it is open the same hours we have class. Monday through Thursday, 7:45 to 3:45, and Friday morning, 7:45 to 11:30. Students are welcome to come to lab to get help with the subject area, with a concept, or even with an assignment they're having difficulty with. Students may come to lab up to 2 days outside of their class day. We do ask that students do not come to lab on the same day they have class, because in the past we have found that it's very difficult for students to maintain the focus and productivity that they need to be in lab after they've had class. Parents, the lab is located in Building 2, same as the 6th grade classroom. Parents may drop off students. You do not need an appointment, anywhere between 2 and 4 hours at a time for lab. You can drop them off and they'll sign themselves into lab, but we do require that parents come and sign them out of lab in order for them to leave and for us to know for their safety that they are going home with a parent. If there are students that are still in lab at the end of the class day, they will be dismissed at 3:45 with the classes. All of your child's assignments will be online, so parents, it is your responsibility to make sure that your child has access to a working computer and internet every day. Each student is assigned a homeroom teacher, and parents, you will hear from this homeroom teacher periodically, just checking in with you, letting you know how your child is doing in class, how they're doing on their assignments, and also see if you have any questions. And we just ask that you do the same for us. If you have any questions or concerns, please let us know so we can address them. And if there's anything that may be going on in your child's life that could impact their education, please let us know so that way we can be there to support them and make a plan if necessary. Moodle is like our online classroom, and this is where your students will find all of their assignments, their grade book, any announcements and updates, all of those kinds of things. We will be talking about it in just a minute so that you can see what Moodle looks like. But one of the most important things we need from you as parents is that you're checking your child's Moodle gradebook consistently. It's very important that you are checking your child's gradebook inside Moodle on a regular basis. You are the first line of defense. You're the first one that may notice that your child is not doing well in a subject area, or is not getting some of their work in, or needs help in a certain area, and you can help send them to the correct resource. Parents, please don't ask your child if they're finished with all their work for the day. Inevitably, your child will say yes, whether they actually have or not. Even the best kids have a lot of incentive to not be completely honest with their answer if there's something else they want to do at that time. We ask, instead of asking them, that you actually get in and check on their work and see where they are and if they're getting behind or they need help in any area. Students who are successful at Odyssey all have one thing in common. They create some sort of a schedule for themselves. If you look in your folder, you'll find a sheet that looks like this. You can copy this, use it as your template, or you can create your own, or you could buy a planner, whatever suits your needs the best. But you'll want to have a way to organize the work for the week so that you have a schedule for each day. When you get into your classes in Moodle, you'll notice that each class has approximately 3 to 7 assignments a week. What you'll want to do, or the easiest thing to do, is to divide those assignments up so they're spread out throughout the week on your schedule. So if you have English, maybe you have 2 of your assignments Monday, maybe you have 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Thursday, because you know you have class on Friday. And you go through then your reading and divide your assignments up that way, and each of your subjects. And when you get done, you should have a list that looks somewhat like this, and this is your checklist for the day. So you know when you get up Monday morning, this is what you need to accomplish to have all your work for that day completed. And the great thing about doing this is that by the end of the week, all of your work is completed and you can have a stress-free and relaxing weekend. Middle school students have the opportunity to take accelerated classes. These accelerated classes involve additional assignments that may be in the form of projects, experiments, or essays. 6th grade students may take accelerated English, math, and/or science. And 7th grade students have the opportunity to take accelerated English, U.S. history, science, and/or math. And finally, 8th grade students have the opportunity to take accelerated English, science, and/or geography. Accelerated 8th grade students also have the opportunity to take Spanish 1 and/or Algebra 1 for high school credit. If students request one of these advanced classes, their previous grades, test scores, and attendance will be evaluated to ensure their success if placed in that class. If you didn't have a great year last year, but improved this year, or decide later in the year that you would like to add an accelerated class, let the counselor know before the end of the quarter, and if your grades are good, you can be added at the start of the following quarter. In your folder, you have a website login sheet that looks like this. Keep this somewhere you can easily refer to when logging into the different programs, as it has all the usernames and passwords for each of those programs. Now I'm going to introduce you to Moodle, your child's online classroom. To get to Moodle, you'll first want to go to our school website, odysseyk12.org. Then click on Moodle in the upper left-hand corner. It will take you to Moodle's home page, where you'll want to click on Login in the upper right-hand corner. When you log in, you'll want to type in your first and last name, all lowercase and no spaces. If you have more than one last name, you want to make sure and put both of those. For your password, you want to type in OCS and your student number. OCS is lowercase and there are no spaces between that and your student number. If you do not know what your student number is, take a look at the top of your schedule and it will have it on there. This will take you to your Moodle home page, and you'll see announcements and updates in the center there for both middle school and high school. To the right, you see messages, and this is where your student can Moodle message their teachers if they have questions about their assignments or things in class. In the upper left-hand corner, you want to click on My Courses. You'll see all of your classes listed here. If you click on any of these, it will take you to that class and its assignments. Now we'll click on Pre-Algebra to show you an example. This is what your gradebook will look like. You'll notice under Current Assignments, all the assignments for this week that you should be working on. Below that are all the past due assignments that were due previous weeks. If the assignments are complete and graded, you will see the grade to the right as well as how many points it is worth under range. If there is a dash, it typically means the assignment has not been completed, although occasionally it's been submitted but the teacher hasn't graded it. Most assignments will show up as graded as soon as the student submits it. But if the teacher has to read through essays or short answers or record grades from another program, like Alex or Reading Plus, it may take a few days for the grade to be posted. If you see a dash under Past Due, most likely it's because the student hasn't completed it, as the teachers typically have everything graded by the time they're moved down to Past Due category. You can see the quarter grade and the semester grade at the bottom of the page. If you click on Overview Report at the top, it will take you to all of your grades. This is your overview report that shows your grades for each of your classes. If you click on any of the classes, it will take you to that class's grade book. Keep in mind that the overview report will always show the current semester grade. If you want to see the quarter grade, you need to click on that class to go into its grade book. If you check in your folder, you should have a sheet that looks like this. These are your directions for getting into Moodle and the grade book. You'll want to take a few minutes right now to to go ahead and log into Moodle and make sure you can get in and all your classes are correct. If you have any questions or need any help, you can ask the teacher that's on duty in lab. At the bottom of this sheet, you'll notice there is the counselor's phone number and extension that you can call if you have questions or need help getting into Moodle or into your classes. If you have a very specific question about an assignment in a class, you'll want to talk to the teacher of that class, and you can do that by calling them, emailing them, or using Moodle Message. This is the end of the orientation. We're looking forward to a great year with you.